So, keeping your spine moving is really vital for its health. Not only for the spine itself, but also actually for your nerves and your nervous system. Your brain takes more than 80% of its input from the spine. So it's the movement of the spine and stimulation from all the nerves inside, flooding the brain with stimulus to keep it healthy. So it's really vital that we keep it moving. Now, walking is a great way of keeping your spine moving, and we should all be doing that ideally for an hour a day, or split up into some shorter walks. But walking only moves the spine in a limited range of motion. If you can see on my friend here, the spine is actually very flexible, and we want to try and maximize that. So I'll show you some simple stretches which can help. And it's the kind of thing that anybody can do. So no matter what your age or your condition, you should be able to do these without any injury. And it may just serve as a reminder to some of you. But the way I do it is to split your spine into three. So we've got your neck, this portion here, then your mid-back, and then the lower back here. So if we start with your neck, simply tip your head forward, turn slowly all the way one way, and then down and round all the way the other way. So just moving in semicircles 3 or 4 times each way. The maximum range of motion is 90 degrees both ways, all being healthy. But just do what you can. And the reason we do it in semicircles is because we want to avoid the temptation to do a big full circle, because that tends to jam and jar the back of your neck. The second part is the mid-back. Now, all your ribs are in the way, so there's not really much movement in that part of the spine anyway. So the simplest thing to do is to just do big circles with your shoulders, so big rolls, half a dozen forwards, half a dozen backwards, and then just simply grab your hands in front of you and push forward to open up between your shoulder blades. That's the best way to do that part. And then the lower back here, all the bones are much larger, and this is where your pelvis is situated as well. And what we want to try and do is avoid the temptation to do all these kind of twisting moves that you might see, simply because we don't want to put strain on the discs. The last thing we want now is a disc injury. So what I always show people is just from a sitting position, grab your knee, bring it up, put it towards your chest for the count of 3, and then bring it across as if you're trying to touch the opposite shoulder for the count of 3. You won't get there, but that's the direction you want to take it. Do that 3 or 4 times on each leg. So as well as mobilizing the lower back here, it'll also help to stretch and open up some of the muscles in your glutes and your pelvis, which is always good, particularly if you've been sitting down for a long period of time. So the idea with those is it'll only take you about a minute to do the whole series. So try and do it little and often through the day. So if you can do it every hour, or at least half a dozen times through the day, that would be fantastic, and that will keep your spine in at least a slightly better condition in the meantime.